Innovation Center, an incubator for over 100 enterprises. He joined us to learn themed on the autonomous evolution of next-generation intelligent agents, engaging in discussions with young researchers. President Xi said AI is a nascent industry, and it's also an industry that belongs to young people.
The high-tech field, including artificial intelligence, is still a young industry. It's by and for young people. It's closely linked to China's modernization, national strength, and rejuvenation. We place our hopes in your generation.
The inspection trip came 4 days after China's leadership convened a dedicated AI study session, where the Chinese president called for getting a head start in the strategic sector. President Xi also visited the BRICS New Development Bank as part of his Shanghai tour. He met with Dilma Rousseff, the president of the institution. The bank is the world's first multilateral development bank, established and led by emerging markets in developing countries. President Xi called the bank a pioneering initiative for the unity and self-improvement of the global south. He called on the bank to provide more high-quality, low-cost, and sustainable infrastructure financing. Rousseff pledged the bank's continued support for emerging economies. China's international trade and services saw steady growth in the first quarter. The country's services trade totaled over $1.9 trillion US, or about $273 billion US, up 8.7%. From January to March, travel-related services grew nearly 22% to around $585 billion US, accounting for the largest proportion of China's foreign trade and services. A fire has killed 22 people and injured 3 others at a restaurant in Liaoning Province. The city government in Shaoyang says police have detained the operator of the restaurant. Firefighters swiftly extinguished the flames, which broke out just past noon on Tuesday. Rescue operations have now concluded. The injured are receiving medical treatment. Investigations into the cause of the fire are underway. Authorities have restored electricity supply across Spain following Monday's blackout that also affected Portugal and a part of France. Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez said he'll hold another meeting of the National Security Council to continue the investigation into the incident. The blackout brought traffic to a standstill across the country as traffic lights failed, especially in cities such as Madrid, Barcelona, and Lisbon. The blackout also halted train services and underground metro systems and forced the cancellation of hundreds of flights. Prime Minister Mark Carney's Liberal Party won the Canadian election. It will form the country's next government, although it's unclear if they'll win an outright majority. Conservative opposition leader Pierre Poilievre conceded defeat on Monday night. In his victory speech, Carney stressed unity in the face of threats from U.S. President Donald Trump, who's imposed tariffs and urged Canada to become the 51st state of the U.S. Dan Williams reports from Ottawa.
This seems as though a remarkable turnaround in fortune for the Liberal Party, but Mark Carney seemingly has led the Liberal Party to victory for this Canada's election. Just a few months ago, the Conservative Party held a more than 20-point lead in the polls. Pierre Poilievre, the leader of the Conservative Party, it seemed odds on that he was going to become the next Prime Minister of Canada. But then, of course, we've had these shocks to the system, the trade war with the US, and also, of course, those questions against Canada